Related controversy, this one involving President Biden's chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci. And now the doctor is backtracking some comments he made saying that the pandemic is over. This is the comment that started all the controversy. Listen to it.
We are certainly right now in this country out of the pandemic phase. Namely, we don't have 900,000 new infections a day. And
Dr. Anthony Fauci with his controversial statement Tuesday saying the U.S. was, quote, out of the pandemic phase. Now, President Biden's chief medical advisor is walking back what he said. Instead, now out claiming by no means is the pandemic over.
Well, what Dr. Fauci was saying is that we are in a different phase of this pandemic, and that's absolutely true. Even as we've seen upticks, hospitalizations are at about the lowest level since the pandemic, and deaths are declining. So there's no question that we're in a different moment.
Fauci's comments igniting a firestorm of reaction, even forcing the Biden administration to clarify exactly where the country is right now dealing with COVID-19.
Everyone is looking to Dr. Fauci, for example, to be able to give us the advice that we need. I do think that messaging is very important to be consistent, and that we have to be able to explain that things are changing.
Current data from the CDC says 60% of adults and 75% of children nationwide have already been infected by Omicron. The World Health Organization continues to monitor the new BA2 subvariant that makes up some 30% of all the new cases, as global deaths have fallen to their lowest level now since March of 2020. But here at home in LA County, where do we stand? Are we out of the pandemic?
We are absolutely still in the pandemic. We're seeing cases here in Los Angeles start to go up. We've seen a very, a significant uptick in cases.
In LA County alone, the number of new cases and the rate of positive tests both increasing over the past week, with the county's Department of Public Health blaming that increase on the highly transmissible Omicron variant, especially striking school students and staffers after their spring break. Just some of the latest data that conflicts with Dr. Fauci's earlier comments.
I think that this was one situation that maybe it was a little bit over his skis in terms of optimism.
And now live, doctors, health officials are stressing tonight that there's just so many unknowns about this pandemic. Will we see more surges? Will we see more variants? They just don't know. But it's reason enough, they point out, for everybody in that line to be on the same message, on the same page, delivering exactly the same points, just to keep the public's trust. For now, we're live here, West LA at Lascaux. Back to both of you we go.